What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're back with a new series, okay? And this series is all about how to stay in alignment by using your own forecast cycle numbers. That's right, guys. Your own forecast cycle numbers. And because again, remember, there's no cookie cutter approach to these numbers. Always trust your own intuition. These numbers and these presentations are nothing more than tools and guides to assist you along your journey, right, of self-discovery. And my overall intent, again, is to really show you, the interconnectedness of, everything. Everything is connected in this universe. And, if you don't, then real, if you don't know that by now, you will soon realize, you know, this, profound, thing along your journey. And you'll, grow to trust yourself more and trust the process even, even more. But I just want to show you the interconnectedness of everything. And by, you utilizing, these numbers and these forecast cycles, it will add more balance. It will bring some more self-discovery, right? Along your journey. And most importantly, you're going to come into more knowledge of self. You'll know thyself. And the thing, what'll happen is once you realize as you going through this process, right? If you can see on the screen, all we doing, we just going around this wheel, we turning this wheel over and over again, because growth requires change, right? But what this gonna do, you're aligning yourself so you can get in the ebb and the flow, of the cosmos, the universe, nature, God, the all, and most importantly, yourself, because this is you. You're going around this wheel each and every day, each and every month, each and every year. And part of this, your destiny, your life path, okay? And then overall, what it's going to do, guys, it's going to give you a working knowledge, so you can start getting some results in your life as soon as possible. And remember, a great teacher will always lead you to some kind of source or some kind of reference. And I'm going to include some additional information down below. But at the end of the day, do your own research, trust your own inner voice and intuition, okay? But if you do take action after this presentation, start learning more about yourself. Repetition is the mother of all skill. What you will realize is you're going to get a working knowledge, right? But it's going to remind you of your overall purpose. Every time you see numbers, from this day forward, and you start using these forecast cycles, it's gonna constantly remind you of your purpose, your mission. Like, why are you here? Why do even people come to Earth, right? It's gonna remind you, and it's gonna give you more direction. It's gonna give you some goals, right? It's also gonna give you some proper expectations. All right. And that way it can add more predictability to your life. That way you're not winging it. You'll know exactly what you need to be working on, some things that you need to kind of step away from, and that way you're showing yourself and you're showing the universe, you're showing God, that hey, I really want to work on myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the simplest way I can put it. You're just showing yourself that I'm working on myself and I want to do better with my life, right? And that's what it's all about. So a key indicator that you're really out of alignment, and you're not, living your purpose, completely, boredom. If you find yourself bored, often, that's a clear indicator that you out of alignment, and then, or if things are not really working, working right in your life, or not working out well, you're not having that consistency that you're looking for, these numbers and just using, this system here, it will add some more, purpose, direction, and also it will help motivate you, to do better each and every day, right? And that's what it's all about. Now, the main takeaway, I do want to mention this early, okay? Because some people kind of skip out on these presentations. I don't know why you would do that, but because there's some great information in here, because these are little mini consultation series that I'm piecing together. So each presentation is basically like a private session. So please listen, to the very end, okay? Because you never know what I may come up with, because the spirit pretty much guides me in each presentation. All right. But one of the main takeaways, I have to put it out here, early, you know, if you can use it, if you can put this to use, it's going to change your life, right away. I would say at least in the next like 30 days to 90 days, you will really start seeing that the compound effect of, you utilizing this. And what is it? It's all about creating a schedule. Okay. Create a schedule for yourself. There's 24 hours in a day. And a lot of people, it's the law of sacrifice. You may have to give up, watching the game, a couple nights a week. That way you can focus more on yourself, because what'll happen is that compounding of these, small investments in yourself, right? Because that's what you're doing. You're investing in yourself, learning about yourself, why certain things in your body work the way they do. Why do I keep seeing these certain numbers and colors, birds, you name it? Why do I feel the way I feel? That's why you're here on earth, okay? Everything else is kind of like ancillary or secondary, okay? But at the end of the day, invest in yourself. Even if it's like 15 minutes a day, schedule yourself, put it on your Google Calendar. I can't stress this enough, because a lot of people, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. All the great teachers out there and the people that are really successful, they always have a plan, they have a goal, and they also use these numerology and astrology forecasts too. Mark my word, every, really rich person out there, they use numerology, some kind of form of astrology to do the things they do. All right. But at the end of the day, this little pack, the way I package this together, guys, is to really encourage each person to take responsibility. So right now, if you listen to this presentation, you're at a point where, okay, I'm up. I want to, take control of my life. I don't want to, continue to, work each and every day to make somebody else rich. I really want to invest in myself. And that way I can have some kind of generational wealth, some kind of legacy that I can leave from my family. And that way, that I can break this cycle, of poverty, or not, of not having the right information. Okay. But let's do a quick walk through. All right. So again, guys, this is Chris. And as you can see on the screen, we're going from left to right. And, this is my date of birth. These are my numbers, 7/5/1976. And these numbers right here. This is your individual tree of life. Each one of us have an assignment. This is your microchip, your tree of life, right? And within that tree of life, you have some key components. You have your life path or destiny number, you have your attitude, you have your generation, and you have a date of birth. And we going in reverse order, because your life path is pretty much your root. You know what I'm saying? Or if we go in reverse, we can go from the top, but at your core essence, we going in reverse here. This is the vein that you're going in. So whatever your life path or destiny number is, this is your main core frequency that you're working on. All right. And then from there, everything falls in a line. You have your attitude. We'll talk a little bit more about this number, right? So, but when it comes to your life path, what is this, or your destiny number? The destiny number is one of the most important numbers on your chart. It is the ruling force that describes what you must do and learn in order to operate harmoniously, right, with your environment, and how you get the most out of your present life, right? It shows the direction you must take, representing the only opportunities for success that will be made available to you. To reject the destiny or life path number is to court disaster or some form of frustration in your life. So again, if things haven't been going right in your life, this is one of the main reasons you're not in alignment with your destiny or life path number. Your attitude number, let's talk a little bit more about this thing here. And to calculate your destiny or life path number, all you're doing is just adding up the day you were born, all the numbers, right? So, 1970, you got 26, 9, 1976. When you add all these numbers together, it equals 4, So, and we spoke about that before. But let's talk about the attitude number. Now, what is this thing? Now, to calculate your attitude number, all you're doing is calculating, the day and the month you were born, right? So the month and the day you were born, and you're going to reduce it down to a single digit. So what does this number mean? All right. So this number describes our attitude, the traits you're known for, and also represent how you're seen in the eyes of others. Now, the first impression we make, our external side and what's visible to others, it gives us strength and drives us to overcome many life circumstances, and it's in an easier or more difficult way. if something is not right in your life, first take a look at this number, right? And try to address the potential of your attitude according to this number, guys. Often we're completely blind when it comes to our own magnificence. All right. So let this number help you change your attitude for the better and raise the quality of your life. Don't fight battles you can't win. Forfeit the leadership of someone else if you have to. Rise above the situation spiritually. That's what it's all about. The external, all of these are just projections, right? But don't let things on the outside influence how you feel on the inside. Don't say you are unhappy, even as a joke, because what you say, you attract. Okay, so admit that someone else is right. That's okay, because there's two sides of every story. We all have our own perspectives, so, and there's always neutral ground, right? But this is just some of the valuable advice that may be hidden in your attitude number. And so that's what this number is important. And when it comes to the generation, these are the latter part of your days here, the year you're born. When you add those numbers up, that's what this number represent. And it also represent the kind of family that you're in too, kind of like the core frequency of your family. And you can 9 times out of 10, the same number, kind of reflect the last name, or kind of like the energy of that family, so to speak. All right. And then we also have this day number. All right, your date of birth. Now, your day number is the energy which influence who you are and all that you do in your life on a daily basis. It also tells what makes you respond and act as you do, and is an indication of what type of life you should lead in order to be successful in all that you undertake in this lifetime. So to calculate this, all you're doing is just adding up the day number. So for the example here, 26 would reduce down to 8. And I hope that makes sense. Okay. So let's talk about this personal year number. Let's calculate this. So when it comes to your personal year is pretty much like a mini theme for your life path or destiny number. Okay. So each year is going to present you a new theme for the year, right? I hope that makes sense. Each month going to have a theme. Each day going to have its own little mini thing. But at the end of the day, the year is the driving force, and it trickles down to the day. I hope that makes sense, right? But all you're doing is adding up the day and month of your birth plus the current year. So for the sake of training here, I have 5, 7, which are my birthdays, plus the current year. And I'm in a 17 or 8 personal year, as you can see here, right? So with that being said, if you want to calculate, when it comes, let's do the personal day number real quick. Now, when it comes to calculate your personal day number, add these values, you're going to reduce to a single digit or a master number of the current month. So you're going to say the current month, you can say 12, current day, 21, and your personal year. And I said my personal year is what? 8, right? And in an example, you will see that, we have my personal year. So it'll be, I'll take the numbers that we presented. So the month plus the day. 1, 2 plus 2, 1 plus my personal year equal 14, which equal a 5 personal day. So on the 21st of December of this year, it will be a 5 personal day for me. So for me, that would be a good number for me. That would be a very high, strong energy day, because that's my day number. All right. Sometimes I use my day number as my driving force and my life path number. My attitude number, it'll pop up on me too from time to time, but 5 and my life path number and my month, those are the numbers that pop up on me very often. So pay attention, to the numbers that pop up in your life, guys. So let's do my quick calculation, and I'm gonna let you guys go. Okay. So when it comes to an 8 personal year for me, we're in the month of December. So right now I'm in a 2 personal month. So for me, in a 2 personal month, in my experience, this is the time for me to play the support role. I'll step back from the leadership plate. I had my time for leadership last month, right? And this month, I'm gonna sit back and see if the team, really listen to the, things that I said, the examples that I've set too, because I'm the type of person I like to lead by example. So I don't mind getting my hands dirty, so to speak, or actually putting in some work, right? That way people can see. I like, some people they learn better by seeing somebody else do it first, if that makes sense, right? But for me, and this works at home too. All right. So homework, all the way around the board. Number 2 is all about support, tapping into your emotions, staying balanced. All right. Don't, let things, worry you or stress you. Anytime you have an issue about something, it's something that you really have to deal with. If you have anxiety about money or just relationships or anything like that, that is something that you always have to go back to the root cause of things and investigate. And when you go back to the root cause, you'll be able to realize, like, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to really focus on myself more instead of pouring into everybody else all the time. I really need to fill my cup. And then once my cup is full, I'm able to then pour, the things that I have, spiritually, emotionally, physically into other people. That way I can really help them. All right. But again, and with the zodiac chart, this is another tool here. It lets me know exactly what I need to focus on, during that time frame. Self-esteem, values, material security, attitudes towards, possessions and others, right? But it's all about resources. And I'll go more into detail, but I'll be presenting each month what to expect, the theme, and also what you need to focus on, and also some things you can do and things to avoid as well. But again, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I hope you find this information very helpful. And I will be back with our series with the number 1, with your, calculating your own personal forecast number and really using these tools to really manifest and build the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. But be sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.